Greetings and welcome back to Pinball Help. This is Mike again, and this is, I guess, maybe this will be a second part of a little two-part thing that I'm doing about buzzing in pinball machines. And I took if you watch the first part, it was like, there's a buzz in the pinball machine. What's causing it? And I talked about the likelihood in this case based on it scoring points and you're hearing this buzzing that it was a switch stuck down in the playfield. So what I did was I pulled the glass off and I started fiddling around with the playfield. I lifted it up, I checked everything underneath. It was still happening. So I figured it must be one of these stand-up targets here, and that's very common, more often than the rollovers. But something that was scoring 50 points was causing problems. So I found the problem, and I'm going to show you where it was. Here's a stand-up target, and let me see if I can pick up the camera and bring it over it so you can actually see. Okay, let's see if we can zoom in. So sometimes you can't really tell where the problem is. You can only fiddle around with things and it goes away. But you see this? See, there's a little leaf down there, and then there's a leaf attached to this. So this was pushed forward a bit, and so there's this metal backing, but then there is the leaf attached to the target, and then there's a little leaf back here. And these two were touching. So I just reached in and put my finger down there, kind of separated them a little bit, bent this forward a little bit. And as this gets hit more and more, it's going to, as this gets hit more and more, it's going to continue to bend towards the thing here, and it could short again. So that's why it's important to kind of check these things regularly. These old games, the metal gets very fatigued. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to push it back just a little bit and create a little bit more space. So this has to be hit a little bit harder. And this stuff you have to check from above the playfield. You can't do it from below because the switch is sticking up on this side of the playfield. Oh, sorry. So now I'm putting this thing back on. These are those weird, goofy push-down nuts. They're not actual threaded nuts. And you can see I had an LED in here. I just use warm white LEDs because they don't generate as much heat and I don't want to get the plastics damaged. And I tend to put them in all the pop bumpers. You see that burn mark right there? That's from an LED burning it. I mean, from a regular light. You put an incandescent in there, it's not going to happen. And see, you can't, it looks just like an LED display-wise. Now, down here you can see some cool ones. Those are definitely not original. They're very bright. I was experimenting, playing around, and I just, But see, those are LEDs. They came out really good. So if you use warm white LEDs in these older games, they look fine. But that's a whole nother argument. Anyway, so there you have it. We fixed it. Oh, well, let's demonstrate it first. How about that? Watch, it's going to break again. Here we go. Okay, see, a ball kicked out. That hum is gone. If you hear a hum, that's from another normal coil, not that big obnoxious. So now we should see the 50 points being scored. There we go. See, so if we hit this roll over here, see, yeah, and you hear that buzz, that's that 50-point relay is what that is. So that 50-point relay, which is on the underside of the playfield, got stuck on. So we fixed this problem. This game is back to working fine. And sometimes it just takes a few minutes. It's nothing real complicated, and I like it like that. That's definitely nice. And that's it. Simple solution. Check those targets. Sometimes they'll get stuck. And also, if the game just continually racks up points over and over and over, that's often what it is. It's one of these targets stuck down. Just pay attention to whether it's, 10 points, 50 points, 500 points, 1,000 points, and that'll give you an idea of which switch might be stuck down. So until next time, thanks for watching. And be sure to visit pinballhelp.com and also subscribe. That's really important. Go to YouTube/PinballHelp, click on the subscribe button, and then click the little bell so you get notified. And then, I'm not asking for a Patreon or any donations, but I would love for you to tell all your friends to subscribe to my channel because that really does make a difference. So, thanks for watching.